the same. With every find we're cleaning, leaving nothing but the earth. Magnetic North Adventures, discovering our world.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Adventures, and it's been a while since the floodwaters were in, and the floodwaters have started to recede, so it's now safe enough to do a mudlark. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So to all my subscribers, new and old, welcome, and it's appreciated that you're here. Just have a look at some areas. So we can see the islands. It's washed some big bricks and stone up, and down there you can see how high the water had been with the carpet. But yes, definitely going to do a bit of mudlarking today. So just come across a diamond brand brick, not one I've seen before, 1930s. And just in the water here and over there we've got two crucible lids. They're going to come up. So these crucible lids date from 1550 through to 1900, and they were lids of furnaces, crucible smelt pots. Right, I've moved away from zone number 1, put the waders on so I can do a bit more mudlarking, and I've got a few bits already, but I'll show you those when I get home. But let's see what we can find down here and along there. And it does go maybe 150 meters. So let's go see what we can find. Always love it after a storm. You just never know what there's going to be. Trash, treasure, it's all important. All tells the story. All helps clean the environment. So straight away down here, that would have been a lovely fragment, the Edinburgh ginger beer bottle. So as you can see, the water has gone down a lot. You can now see the island, and the water has become crystal clear. So I'm going to see what I can get. There's just there's a pipe stem that'll be going with me. So I've just picked up a couple of phones. That's an Apple, unknown, but that battery's actually very swollen and damaged. Some bits of pottery, clay pipe stems, piece of copper, some bone knife handles. I'll show you all the finds afterwards. Just there's a stopper, Sheffield Yeardley, 1928. So a vape there, we'll have that out of the environment. Big piece of rubber, not sure what it was from, vehicle part maybe. Again, we'll have that out, and there's a bit of trash there, we'll have that as well. So just in the water, I've just spotted stone ink pot, something round here. Oh, it's an old sink plug. We've got this pot. Yep, it's an intact stone ink pot. That's pretty cool. That's going to be about 1890, 1900, maybe 1910. Let's go back out there, see what else we can find. So I can tell you now that this water is very, very cold. Just there's another pot, slightly deeper water, and there's a golf ball down there. So rather than risking going in the water, I'll reach with my foot. Yeah, that's intact as well. Just get that out the water. There we go. We'll get that in a second. That golf ball, I'm going to try for that one. Let's have a look. See, it does actually slope down here on this river bed, so you've got to be very, very careful. Let's try for the golf ball. So all I'm doing is cupping my foot at the side of it and literally pushing it ashore to a point I can reach. There we go. One golf ball recovered. One nicely intact stoneware ink bottle. Do love finding them. Again, pre-1915. Oh, got a maker's mark. What's it say? I can't read it, but it's there. Oh, there we are. Love at pottery. So far, I walked down that section. I've got half a carry bag of stuff. Still got all this area to do, but just out of the water just now, I just got this nori tile. That's iron spelt backwards, so the company couldn't be sued, and that's an interesting one. But I've just pulled this out. Oak. It's got a cog geared drive shaft on it. This is going to be from a pre-1900 mill. Quite an important relic. So I'm going to have to get that dried out, and that's going home with me as well. That needs preserving. There we go. So just as we look at the same angle, moments later, you can see that water's got movement. Water is rising again. You can see with that big stone over there, the ripples and the current. And again over there, where it's faster. So it could just be the last of the flood water starting to filter through. So there we go. And just down there we've got some of the embankment, and as you can see, the water is starting on this bit even to creep back in. And that's where we're just now as well. Right folks, it's very important to remember to keep an eye on the water levels and your surroundings. So I was down there in the river, and I could tell it just wasn't quite right, and I've started to get out the area so I'll just put in fines straight away. I'll show you those when I'm back at home. But the area we were just in 30 minutes later is now back underwater, and the water current is flowing faster. So there's obviously a lot of water coming in from the backwash, and that's still happening up to a week after the actual event of the flood. So that's going to be water that's been released from other places or from the other rivers, or just draining in from the land. So that's the area I was just in, and as you can see, there's a tiny bit just over there of a tiny bit of land behind them trees. So this is all the stuff that came from the mudlark. Got a saw handle with copper studs, aluminium, binoculars, old phone card, fishing lure and weight, and another one in a feeder cage. Some knife handles, some decorated knife handles, different shapes, carbon rods, got a salter scale balance, bit of a bone carved peg. This here, it reads Cola, so a bit of a Coke bottle, bit of a ginger beer bottle, Sheffield, Wiley's. This here is a asthma inhaler bottle, 1930 or before, maybe back up to 1900. Got an old insulator, lots of nice blue and white pottery, some random metal fragments. Got this oxygen tank. This here is a pot of a toothpaste or cream pot. Some nice blue-green furnace silica that's turned into the rocks. That's from the base of the furnace, 1770 to 1900. All this pottery, this is lead glazed tinware, and that dates 1650 to 1780 sort of date. Nice ink pot there, Stevens ink. And then we've got this one, salt glazeware, 1890 to 1920. Got a smaller one, slightly different colour. There's little chips on it, but still nice. Just random bits of copper and brass. That's for salvage. That'll melt down into other things. We've got here a Queen Victoria penny. It's got 1900 date on that. We've got a couple of buttons there. Bit of a milk and magnesia bottle in blue glass. Nice blue glass piece for a paperweight. Got a nice old lid there. Again, that's going to be 1880s. Ginger beer or porter bottle top, 1870 to 1900. Got some pieces of coal. That would have been old industrial use. Crappers Loxley Sheffield brick, the inventor of the flushing toilet. We've got part of an Edinburgh beer bottle there, ginger beer, Cooperative Wholesale Society furniture polish, brown whiskey flask. A scientific calculator from the 1990s. Got those two lids from crucible pots. 1880s beer bottle bottoms. That one's got a name and high street. So some bottle stoppers, pop bottles, things like that, 1920s. Clay pipe stems, glass bottle bottom. They're good for putting cannonballs in. Random bits of pottery. We've got a wheel here, which is from an old table. Some shells, golf ball, tin tiger balm, oriental tiger balm, top of a vodka bottle, bit of a grind wheel, e-cig, lead pipe with copper wire, tile, nori, which is the iron based one, some old phones, bit of a shoe, pre-1920, piece of leather with copper studs, carbon rod, some more random bits. We've got a glass stopper there, part of a plastic model plane or helicopter. Oh no, it's a plane, it would have had wings there. 1980s. Some stoppers from bottle tops. That's the very top of stoneware flagons. This blue piece is half a ball of blue paint. 1930s, that used to be sold like that and broken down with water. We've got a brass buckle there. Got a nice floral piece of pottery. Got this out. This is obviously modern, but it's made of aluminium. I think it would just use as a soap dish, something like that. We've got this Stavely mineral water bottle, 1900, 1910. And a different colour tone ink bottle there. Not a bad little haul, to be honest. Right then folks, I'm going to show you all the finds once I get back home. Now thankfully there wasn't too much trash on this particular occasion, but I'm expecting on the very next flood, whenever that may be, that there'll be a lot more trash. I'm hoping there isn't, but being a city, it's highly likely. I do think there'll be one more mudlark before the end of the year, but for now that's me done. So don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and until the very next adventure, bye for now everyone.